What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Carbon R6 TV. So today I'm going to be making this video for you guys to be going over all the aftermarket parts I have on my 2019 Yamaha R6. I know when I first started my YouTube channel, I made a very similar video to this. And at the time I was still on my cream fairings and I didn't have as many as aftermarket parts installed as I have now. I was actually just barely starting to build my bike at the time. It's been like a year and a half. So if you watch that video, you guys could tell right away that my bike already looks completely different as it did at that time. But before I get to the parts on the bike, I actually want to give the companies of the parts that I have installed on the bike a big shout out. They've been nothing but amazing with me, and the reason why my bike runs and looks the way it does, it's all thanks to them. Now I'm gonna start that off with Graves Performance, Attack Performance, BPR Racing, Galfer Brakes, ASV Inventions, Motion Pro, GPR Stabilizers, AM Electronics, DID Chains, Vortex Sprockets, and Translogic Quick Shifters. I'm not quite sure if I missed any other one, but if I did, we'll catch up to it once we get to the parts. But to start that off, to me, the very first thing that anybody, no matter what experience riding you have, it should always be the priority number one purchase for your bike. And that to me is the stabilizers. I went with GPR stabilizer. This is the V5. I went with them is because they have this dial to adjust the stiffness, and that is very beneficial to me because I do use my bike for drag racing or roll racing. Like I said, there's Olin's, there's different brands, but that should be your number one priority because one day it will save your life and you'll be very thankful that you have that on your bike. Trust me. Now the next thing, it's the most obvious thing on the bike, and that is from my sponsor Carbon USA and HHR Performance. I actually do have a discount code, and that is HHR 2024. I will be posting my link tree on the description down below, and you guys could go through there as well. But anyways, this is their 2017 to 2020 full carbon fiber race body kit. This thing is amazing. It fit amazing. Usually with carbon fiber parts, you have to do some type of customized work to make it fit, but you don't. The only customized thing that I had to do with this bike actually is, first of all, it comes with this option. You can either get the rear tail light cut out like I did, which I do use my bike on the street, so I went and got the rear tail light cut out. Or you could get it whether it's still one full carbon piece, but like I said, I use it on the street, so obviously I need that tail light. And where I did have to customize it myself is on the front here. It is a track kit, so I was very aware of it, that it doesn't come out with the holes for the running lights, so I actually had to go myself and cut those holes out. But I did such an amazing job that looks like it came from Carbon USA like that, so shout out to me for that. But like I said, I was aware that the racing kit comes with all that stuff blocked, but I needed those running lights because I do ride at night, so I had to make it work. But other than that, I didn't have to customize anything. The carbon fit super neat, and I'm very happy with it. And if you guys watched the first video, actually I mentioned that the very first aftermarket part I bought for my bike was actually Carbon's airbox cover right here, and that's how I got introduced to them. And a couple months after owning it, I totaled my bike out, and this was the only damage that it sustained, and my tank was actually destroyed. So that they went ahead and showed me the quality of their carbon kits, and I am a big fanatic of carbon even when I was in the car scene. So I talked to Mark, who has been an amazing help. He has such amazing customer service, and we came to an agreement on just purchasing the whole kit. And I gotta say, I'm actually, I believe, the first one in the States to have this kit, so I'm very proud of that. And it looks so good, man. I'm really happy. And actually for you guys too, I'm gonna be taking my bike apart. I'm actually wrapping my fairings cream. I'm gonna try to bring the cream and the carbon out together, so that should be looking pretty neat, but that's gonna be on another episode for you guys. So okay, the Graves Sports, I had this when I first made the first video. This is Graves full TI titanium exhaust. It's titanium from the headers, I don't know if you guys can see them, all the way down to the tip. This thing looks super good. Sadly, I went to a bike event and my bike fell on my truck and it landed on my ramp and it dented this right here, so it looks like crap now. But I already got in touch with Grapes and I just have to take them the tip and they will fix it for me. Now since we're already here, the next part will be my Attack Performance rear sets. These things are super neat. You could adjust them to whatever position you want to make them comfortable to you, and it comes with the carbon winglet, so that obviously went amazing with my carbon fiber body kit. And it does come with the brake lever, and there's a reason why my brake lever is not there, but I'll get to that. And then on this side is the same setup, Attack Performance rear set with the carbon winglet. I do have the shifter here, and the cool thing about this one is I can actually run it with the GP mode, because you could adjust it. So I am on GP mode right now, so instead of going one down and the rest up, it's one up and the rest down. So that's pretty neat. And it's all fully adjustable as well, from the shifter here down here to here, and then also right here. And sorry it's dirty, I haven't washed my bike, it's been sitting in my garage for a bit, but it's pretty neat to have these, and they're very comfortable and they're very grippy too, so that's super neat. Now on to the next part, and since I'm already here, will be my Translogic quick shifter. This thing is amazing as well. Comes with the GP mode, like I said, and it comes with the auto bleep and the pit warmer, so you don't have to do the clutch to shift up or shift down. The only thing you do have to do to shift down is pull in the handbrake a little bit, and then you could downshift in the boost itself. It's fucking nice. And then the pit warmer is really nice too, because I'm on E85, so it takes a little bit to warm up. So with the pit warmer, it warms up the bike pretty quick. Another parts too, since I'm already on this side, is, like I said, my DID chain and my Vortex sprocket. I did go with the 520 conversion. I actually just recently got a sponsor from DID, so I'm gonna be changing out my chain here to a better one pretty soon, so I'm super stoked on that as well. And my miscellaneous parts like this, my sprockets, my chains. Actually, I got my Translogic quick shifter and my Grapes Performance exhaust from him, and that's from a good buddy of mine. He actually has a page on Facebook. He is very amazing with parts. If I don't want to go through these big companies, you know, usually his shipping is like either next day or it takes like 2 days to receive it. And I highly recommend him if you don't want to go through big companies. He usually carries like literally almost everything. And his page on Facebook is Joe's Power Sports Trades, Buy and Sell. I might have got that wrong, but I will post a screenshot of that so you guys could go ahead and hit him up for any of your bike needs if you guys don't want to go through big companies. So now the next part, since we're already over here, like I mentioned about my brake system, this is probably obvious and you guys probably haven't even seen it yet. I did do weight reduction on my bike. Like I said, I use it for road racing, so the less weight the better it is. So I went ahead and I removed my rear brake caliper and rotor. I still do have my sensor here though, so I have my speedometer, and I went ahead and I removed the right rotor and the brake caliper, and it gives you better rotation, also less weight. And you know, it was pretty sketchy at first, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty worried to do it at first, but big shout out to Galford Brakes. They gave me a sponsorship and I ordered their cubic floating rotor with their brake pad kit. Dude, amazing. I thought I was gonna lose braking power, obviously, because I took off 2 calipers, but the power's still there. I actually got to be very careful that I don't nose my bike. It's pretty sketchy, but you do get used to it throughout time. I just know I always have to be obviously a lot more careful when splitting and stuff like that, because I don't have my full brakes, but that comes to you with the time and stuff. So I'm very comfortable as it being like this as my daily. Before we go to the cockpit, another thing too that will get me there is the Brock's Performance straps. These right here, you go to the calipers, and then the strap comes up here, and you just pull this while hitting the brake a little bit while rolling, and you just suck the suspension back down, and you will be set to race and don't really have to worry about the bike lifting on you. So that's pretty neat. Now if we go here to the cockpit, I already showed you guys my GPR. This is my AEM Electronics air and fuel ratio gauge. I am on E85, and now I'm on the dyno tune, but I use this gauge to see when my bike is running rich or is leaning out. That's actually how I found out that my ATS was going out and my bike was leaning out super bad. Shout out to AEM Electronics for this, because honestly I think this is what saved my motor, because I was going to a race event and I didn't notice that my bike was leaning out, so I looked at it and I didn't race because it would have blown my motor for sure. So I'm very happy for that. The next thing is my ASV levers. I've had these since I got my bike. They were red at the time because I had a different color scheme, and I actually changed them out, but I still went with the ASV, and these are the shorties. They fit amazing on my hand, a lot more comfortable than the stock ones. So if you're looking for levers, ASV is the place to go to, and they're actually pretty cheap. They're not expensive, and they look really, really good, and they have multiple colors. The next thing I'm gonna go to is the Motion Pro Rev 3 throttle. This thing is amazing. It comes with a different flywheel in here that you could change out, and that would either shorten out the wide open throttle or make it longer to the twist. And the response on it, sadly, when I got it installed, they didn't lube the lines, so I don't have that snapback. I have to take it apart and fix it. And big shout out to Motion Pro. They actually sent me a whole new set of cables with the lube, so I just have to go ahead and make sure, see if lubing it will fix the issue that I'm having, or if I have to fix the whole set. But big thank you to Motion Pro for taking amazing care of their customers, and they didn't even have to do that, but they took that extra step to make sure that I was happy. So big thank you. I am very pleased. What else? Oh, the Pug. I'm running a Pug double bubble windscreen. It's pretty neat. I like the aerodynamics on it. I am running the full Samco sport hoses on the bike. I don't know if you guys can really see it. I'd have to take off the fairings. You guys will see it on the next episodes when the fairings are off, and it looks pretty neat. It goes with the blue as well. And also, to go along with the Graves Performance, I also have the Graves Performance block off plates and the velocity stacks, which are completely amazing. They run really nice. And to go with that, I want to give a big shout out to is Bryce. He's from BPR Racing. They're located at Kern County Power Sports. My motor was going out for some reason. My cylinder 4 started failing. Like, replaced my coil pack, my spark plugs, to see if I could get cylinder 4 to start firing again, and I couldn't. So I actually was at the point where I wanted to get rid of the bike, and Bryce hit me up. We came to an agreement, and he took my motor, rebuilt it, and upgraded it to a super stock motor. And we did a C85 and MR12 dyno tune on it, and I gotta say, man, freaking nuts. It's just a whole different machine. I actually have a video of the first night that I took it out. I almost looped it because the throttle was so sensitive, and I was not used to how powerful that motor is now. So, you know, big shout out to Bryce for taking care of me and for keeping me in the bike game. He's someone that I really recommend. He specializes on Yamahas and mostly track bikes, but he actually works on anything and everything. You guys could bring it to him, and I really could tell you that he will take amazing care of your bikes, and you'll be nothing but satisfied with his work. Big shout out to Bryce. So yeah, guys, so that's the bike. Like I said earlier, I have to change my air temp sensor because my bike is leaning out. So once all that's off, I actually have the racing control that I'm gonna be switching out. I'm gonna switch this out to the racing one from Woodcraft, and then that's gonna come with the ignition delete, so I'm gonna cut some weight. That's gonna be pretty neat. Then I'm gonna wrap the fairings, like I said. I'm gonna try to bring out the cream with the carbon, so that's gonna look pretty neat. But I'm super happy about it. And that's gonna be all in a couple other little episodes that I'm gonna make here for you guys, so stay tuned for those. It's been pretty hectic because, you know, going from a regular street bike to changing it out to a road bike comes with a bit of issues with certain things, but I am happy that I've had these companies that I've been able to work with that have been able to give me a sponsorship, and I am going to be able to represent them through my bike once I wrap it. I'm actually going to throw their stickers on there, so that's going to be pretty neat as well. But yeah, guys, so stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. You know, leave any comments, whether it's negative or positive feedback. No hard feelings, but like I said, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next videos. Catch you guys later.